Technology has the power to do many things, and changing the world is one of them. We're privileged to be living in a time where science and technology can assist us, make our lives easier, and rethink the ways we go about our daily lives. The technology we're already exposed and accustomed to has paved the way for us to innovate further, and in this video, we'll show you current and future technologies that certainly have the potential to change our lives even more. Number 5. Hyperloop. The ultra-fast, vacuum-sealed transportation system that could cut travel time between cities down to mere minutes. Hyperloop is a new form of ground transport currently in development by a number of companies. It could see passengers traveling at over 700 miles an hour in floating pod which races along inside giant low-pressure tubes, either above or below ground. Critics of Hyperloop have warned that traveling in the tube might be an uncomfortable experience due to nausea-inducing acceleration, plus lateral g-force on bends in the route. However, Virgin Hyperloop once says that a journey via Hyperloop will feel about the same as riding in an elevator or a passenger plane. Although Hyperloop will be fast, the systems we are building will accelerate with the same tolerable g-forces as that of taking off in a Boeing 747. Hyperloop is a technology that, for its supporters at least, could have a huge impact. The next stage for Hyperloop is to move beyond initial testing and feasibility studies, start longer distance trials of the technology, and, even more importantly, testing the service with passengers. Number 4. Self-driving cars. A self-driving car, sometimes called an autonomous car or driverless car, is a vehicle that uses a combination of sensors, cameras, radar, and artificial intelligence to travel between destinations without a human operator. To qualify as fully autonomous, a vehicle must be able to navigate without human intervention to a predetermined destination over roads that have not been adapted for its use. Companies developing and testing autonomous cars include Audi, BMW, Ford, Google, General Motors, Tesla, Volkswagen, and Volvo. The biggest benefit of using a self-driving car is significantly fewer traffic accidents. More than 90% of all accidents are caused by some degree of human error, including distraction, impaired driving, or poor decision-making. With self-driving cars making decisions and communicating with one another, the number of accidents should plummet. But that can also be improved with the passage of time as technology advances further. Number 3. Electric aircraft. Instead of jet fuel, electric planes power their motors with lithium-ion batteries, which release electrons that power the plane's propellers, according to Mashable. Electric planes have extremely large batteries. They can comprise more than half of a plane's weight, and everything is essentially built around them. In every way, it's nicer than flying a conventional combustion engine plane. It's quieter, it's smoother, it doesn't vibrate. So, it's a really pleasant experience. And the controls are exactly the same as a petrol plane. Electric aircraft are seen as a way to reduce the environmental effects of aviation, providing zero emissions and quieter flights. Electric motors are much simpler than complex internal combustion engines. They have fewer moving parts, making them less susceptible to wear and more reliable. The hope is that electric aircraft will require less downtime for maintenance, reducing operating costs. Number 2. Vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) vehicles. Flying cars could offer a new mode of transportation for commuters, emergency responders, and even delivery services. A vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) aircraft is a vehicle that can depart, hover, and land vertically. This includes fixed-wing aircrafts with the ability to take off and touch down vertically, as well as helicopters or other aircraft with powered rotors. VTOL aircraft's ability to take off and land vertically as well as hover, fly slowly, and land in small spaces distinguishes it from the conventional aircraft. Also, the most recent VTOL aircrafts in development use electric motors or batteries instead of fuel, designating them electric vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts. Since the recent eVTOL aircrafts use batteries or electric motors instead of fuel, they generate a huge reduction in the cost of maintenance and fuel, which leads to lower overall costs. The electric motors are also more energy efficient than jet engines and would reduce noise pollution and gas emission. VTOL technology also allows vehicles to land almost anywhere. This makes VTOL aircrafts more flexible and therefore able to perform actions that are impossible for conventional planes. This flexibility creates a major advantage for aircrafts in combat or rescue situations. Since takeoff and landing are not controlled by the wing of a VTOL aircraft, then the vehicle can be built in such a way that the wings are optimized for speed and efficiency. This construction can also help reduce the drag experienced by the aircraft, making it even faster. Number 1. Maglev trains. These high-speed trains could travel at incredible speeds by using magnetic levitation technology, potentially connecting distant cities and regions like never before. The evolution of mass transportation has fundamentally shifted human civilization. In the 21st century, there are a few countries using powerful electromagnets to develop high-speed trains, called maglev trains. These trains float over guideways using the basic principles of magnets to replace the old steel wheel and track trains. There's no rail friction to speak of, meaning these trains can hit speeds of hundreds of miles per hour. Yet high speed is just one major benefit of maglev trains. Because the trains rarely touch the track, there's far less noise and vibration than typical, earth-shaking trains. Less vibration and friction results in fewer mechanical breakdowns, meaning that maglev trains are less likely to encounter weather-related delays. The big difference between a maglev train and a conventional train is that maglev trains do not have an engine, at least not the kind of engine used to pull typical train cars along steel tracks. The engine for maglev trains is rather inconspicuous. Instead of using fossil fuels, the magnetic field created by the electrified coils in the guideway walls and the track combine to propel the train. If you've ever played with magnets, then you know that opposite poles attract, and like poles repel each other. Electromagnets are similar to other magnets in that they attract metal objects, but the magnetic pull is temporary. We are heading towards an era where technology will help us overcome many challenges we are currently facing. They will also create new job opportunities, while others will become obsolete. The most important aspect of developing and using all this new and shiny tech is to remember the human principles and core values which should be used as a cornerstone. We have not yet found a way to give machines ethics or consciousness. After all, technology should be used to make our lives and societies better, and everyone should benefit from it. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you haven't already, then don't forget to subscribe and press that like button. Also, hit the bell icon, so you can never miss new updates from us. Thank you for watching, and we will meet you in the next one.